Hi, my name is Irfan Ghauri, and I am the Director of Operations of the OpenAirInterface Software Alliance. We have been having a difficult year, all of you sitting here in the room, apparently in a live situation, and us who have not been able to organize an event this year. Normally, as many of you know, we organize two events every year, and one in summer and one in fall. The summer events simply could not happen. At that time, we didn't have enough knowledge of how the situation was going to evolve, and getting to the September timeframe, we realized that we were not going to be able to have an event, a live event in fall either. So we set up this virtual event that we call the OpenAirInterface 2020 Fall Virtual Workshop. Since you are having this event live and my speech is being displayed at this event, I would consider that we are basically having an extension of our fall workshop here. This time, virtual for us, but not virtual for you. So great. I mean, you guys are lucky that you are managing to do this. And thanks, Luhan, and the rest of the team, Lou, and others for organizing this event. I would like to take this opportunity to first open this workshop on behalf of the OpenAirInterface Software Alliance. The other thing I would really like to do is to give you an idea of where we are heading moving forward from here, from what you have seen at the end of the last year in the Beijing workshop in 2019. So basically, what is the target here for 2020 and 2021? It is being ready to organize delivery. Now, what do I mean by delivery? Basically, what we are saying is that we have a 5G stack, we have the 5G core, but what we want to do is to stabilize it, make it into a software package that people would be able to easily use and deploy for their use cases. So in order for that to happen, what we have done, and that is the situation in several teams around the world where we have grown our competences in the area of DevOps. So basically what we're trying to do is to strengthen the testing and the the packaging of the software so that it is easily deployable in different use cases. So right now at OpenAirInterface here in France in Sophia Antipolis at Eurocom, what we have done is that we have hired some engineers who are working really on this topic of test benches, stress testing the software, making sure that every piece that is entering the software stack through development work around the world is being tested comprehensively, not breaking anything that was existing before, etc. So this is an effort that we have done here at the OpenAirInterface Software Alliance. This is in both code pieces, not only the RAN, but also on the core part. If you go to the Git for the RAN and the core projects, what you're going to see is that there's ample information on how the development process works. When you're going to push your code, you're going to get these reports from the CI process, and then there will be whether pass or fail, and then you will need to address the issues that you're facing in case there's a fail. So what we expect is that over 2021, this process is really going to grow in a significant fashion, and we are going to have, as a result of that, a better and better, more and more feature complete, but also more and more tested code that is going to be available. On top of that, outside of the CI itself, we are also now marching towards CD, that is the continuous delivery, which means that we are going to take the master branch of the code, both code pieces, RAN and core, and we are going to deploy that out in the field. And what we want to do is to also have a battery of tests over there, which allow us to see how stable the code is, how long it holds, what kind of, how many users it can handle, and different aspects of both the core and the RAN code in terms of how stable and how deployable it is in different situations. The other thing that I would like to tell you about is that within the Alliance, we have started this mechanism of project groups, which is an instrument in our hands now to accelerate our developments. What we realized during the course of our 2-year effort to develop 5G was that it's a very heavy lifting process to develop a 5G stack. And what we realized is that we needed, very dedicated, full-time kind of effort in certain areas of the code in order to get it off the ground. So what we have done is we've gone around the table to our board members, strategic members that you can look up on our website, and we have asked them to give us support, financial as well as manpower support, in order to allow us to deliver faster. That's basically the reason why we have created these project groups. The 2 project groups that exist are the RAN and the core project groups. Their mechanism is such that they are 2-year projects. So our strategic members who are already funding us, being strategic members of the Alliance, they're also giving us supplemental support, funding, plus human resources, development resources, in order to allow for us to allocate these resources to the 5G core and RAN development effort through these project groups. So the Alliance has changed gears, really shifted gears, I would say. This means that we are at present running managed project groups within the Alliance. For example, the 5G standalone RAN activity is being run as a managed project. And there are many contributors around the world who are contributing to different aspects of it, among them Fujitsu, BUPT team, through Fang and Luhan's team are contributing significantly to certain areas. And some of the demos that you're going to see over here are also going to be, becoming possible because of those extra supplemental development capacity that we have right now in order to deliver faster. So, this tool, the project group, has strengthened us. We will have this over the next 2 years, will accelerate developments of release 15, 16, and 17, going forwards, many advanced features there. What you're going to see is solid and feature complete code coming out of the OSA at an accelerated pace. The third thing that I would like to bring to your notice is that, to your knowledge, is that we have ongoing work with the communities now. As you probably know, the OpenAirInterface Software Alliance is a supporter of the Facebook Magma Core project. We are big contributors into that project. We believe that there are also other efforts that are ongoing right now. For example, the ORAN activity, so the ORAN Alliance that's putting out specs in certain areas. For example, on the radio, radio intelligent controller, the RIC, is something that is of interest to us. We believe that the ORAN Alliance is producing that spec, also the front haul spec, and what we would like to do is to bring that as a feature, as a part of the OpenAirInterface code. And for that, what we are trying to do is to build alliances with different communities around the world, ORAN, Telecom Infrastructure Project, and others, hopefully down the line, also maybe down the line in your community, or other efforts that are taking place. In your area, in your part of the world. So we'd like to engage with all those parties to see where we have, complementary work that we can do together. Now, to come back to what I was just saying about the RAN and core project groups, I'm not going to get into any detail over here, but I can give you a little bit the perspective on, what's going to happen from October 2020 to about the same time frame in about the same month in 2022. As you can see over here, this is the sort of the big bullets of what we want to achieve at different stages in the coming year, 2021, and going into 2022. Right now, with great support from the team here, Luhan's team, Lou's team, the basic work on the core network is already available. So we have now in OpenAirInterface a 5G core, which allows for call flow and traffic. So the basic functionality with AMF, SMF, and UPF, and these items, these blocks, these functionalities are becoming richer and richer over time with the contribution from all these teams, BUPT, Eurocom, and some other teams. And then, going forward, we have integration and tests with G-Node B, E-Node B that are currently being done. We have already done these tests with the third-party testers. And going forward, then we have the framework for SBI, integration of the network repository function, and release 16 going forward from there, and inclusion of the other functionality, the AUSF, the UDM, the NEF, the blocks from the 3GPP core, in order to put in your hands over time a full, complete 3GPP compliant core that is going to be distributed under the OAI public license. So this is pretty much the mandate of the OpenAirInterface 5G core network project group. As you can see, the development process going further has basically all the important features outside of the blocks themselves, of the 3GPP blocks themselves, all the important features that are needed for network slicing, deployment in the cloud environment, plus everything that is a managed CI/CD framework. These developments, this core, the 5G core, is going to deploy continuously on the infrastructure that we have over here at Eurocom, and we also expect that parties around the world, other companies, other organizations will be picking up and using either pieces of it or the core itself, and building solutions in this time frame, in the mid 2022 time frame. On the OAI 5G RAN project group, we have a similar sort of roadmap. What you have over here is non-standalone, where we stand right now. Basically, we have a working non-standalone RAN solution that we've already tested with OAI 4G core, which, by the way, has release 15 support, so basically dual connectivity in it. And from that point onwards, we are moving fast forward, really, to, I should say, forward fast, to the release, or the first release of a standalone G-Node B in FR1. And this work is very much on track. There's a solid 20-man team that is working on it. We still believe that we'll be able to roll a rather complete version, first version of this solution, standalone G-Node B, in the end of 2020 or early 2021, but very early 2021, January timeframe, mid-January timeframe. And you already are going to see some demos in this workshop by Luhan and the team, who are going to show some of the functionality. Part of this is in fact hacked, in the sense that we are not necessarily implementing the complete features of the standalone right now, but enough, and complete enough, which means a lot, so that we are able to show these demos. So we are very much on track, and it's a pretty solid 5G standalone G0B that you are going to see over time. You can see some other features over here. Beamforming, it's very well advanced also right now, and we are not testing these things right now, but the implementation is very much in progress. This is already part of the part of it is already part of the develop branch if you go and look into our GitHub. Then, as I had mentioned before, we also have the front haul 7.2 that is in the pipe. We have a massive MIMO roadmap. In fact, we're working with several companies who are interested in those topics, where we even have a non-terrestrial networks roadmap right now. And there are actually people right now in the community who are working on these topics. And we also have, as you can see, the RIC control. So topics like networks, traffic steering, etc., that we are going to be able to demonstrate through our interface of our RAN stack, RAN and core stack. Well, E2 is RAN. So through E2, the RAN stack, controlled by a third-party external RIC. And over here, as I was saying, I mean, we are interfacing with different communities in order to be able to do these sort of integrations and tests together in order to put out something very valuable in your hands over time. Last important item is the data center integration. This is ongoing work here at Eurocom. And this is what I would like also the Chinese community to get engaged in over time, is the data center deployment of all these functions. This is another ball game, something that we are playing due to the help that we have, thanks to the help of some of our members who are very skilled in the data center integration and testing and environments. This requires a lot of effort to picking up network functions, the way they are organized in splits, etc., and putting them into Dockers and containers and deploying them on the data center environment, and then testing them, and then making sure that these things run in the architectural organization that the 5G has been structured into. So, all this work is ongoing. And again, as you can see, we have these two RAN and core project groups. My call to you, for the companies who are listening to us also in the Chinese and the Asian environment, would be to come and join these project groups. There's a price tag that is attached to that. You can write to me. You can get my contact from Luhan, or just go on the OAI website and you're going to find how to contact me. I can give you more information on that, but I think this is a valuable investment. I mean, if you were to invest in something like this, you'll go home at the end of, in different stages, but at the end of these project groups with something that will be very valuable for your companies and for your teams. So I'm taking this opportunity, and thanks again, Luhan, for inviting me to open the workshop. I may have taken a bit more time than I was planning to do, but it's always a pleasure to, even if it's a virtual attendance to a Chinese event. We love being over there, and you are great hosts. Now over time, and now especially, there's good solid work that is coming into the OAI code base from contributors from the BUPT, and we are very, very excited about that. So my general message to the Chinese community also through this workshop would be, we are rising to the occasion. Do come and rise with us. This is sort of a tide that should raise all of us. What we are trying to do over here is heroic, and your contributions are heroic in that too. What we would like you to do is to come and join, sit with us and see what we have over here, evaluate it, and figure out whether it works for your use cases. There's always work when you pick up open source and you want to take it further into productization. But there have been companies who have done this with the OpenAirInterface RAN. Fujitsu is a great example of that. Great ambassadors, great people, great team. So there are ample opportunities there. I think what we are delivering is very valuable. You can come and contribute to that, make it even more valuable for yourself, for the community. And we are committed now even more than what we used to be a year or so back, to deliver better and deliver fast. So this is really the time to engage with the OpenAirInterface Software Alliance. Thank you again, and have a great workshop. Thank you so much, Lohan. I'll be in touch. Thank you, guys.